tastes so bad. Deep woods. That's where we're going tonight, and that's the kind of off you need this time of the year in the great state of Tejas. And apparently, since I feel like we're on the verge of building the second Noah's Ark, we gotta also have mud boots. No matter where I go, it is flooded. We got some really good rain today, and I've had a really nice boar showing up to a feeder. We're running the Micro Hades tonight, made by Grim Reaper. It's a 4-blade fixed blade. Thought my boots were on the wrong feet there for a second. Anyway, thank you, John. I'm gonna tell you thank you every time I get ready to go shoot this bow, because I love the lift. But he also sent me home with a package of these Grim Reaper Broadheads, and I'm stoked to give them a go. I slung it at a target before I left the house, and it's literally like field tip accuracy. It was slam dunk. It was awesome. Got it in the quiver on my #1 arrow, and I've got deer at the feeder right now where this pig's been showing up to. I don't think it's gonna last long, however. Matter of fact, it kind of looks like those couple of deer that we had there have already ventured their way out in a quick fashion. I think the pig's not far behind them. We've got, by the time I get packed up everything here, probably be like another 10 minutes, we'll be within a couple 100 yards of that feeder. And then I'm gonna jump out of the buggy and we're gonna walk on in and get close. Nighttime pigging with a red light is one of my most favorite things to do. It is one of the biggest adrenaline rushes, but I have 0 wind tonight, which makes things that much more difficult, #1. #2, the filming quality just, it doesn't always come out the best, but that's okay. We're gonna have an absolute blast, no matter what, and putting another broadhead to the test. Today's verse of the day comes from Isaiah 26, verse 4. It says, "Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock." What a true statement. Kind of reminds me of the last video's verse of the day about building our house on the solid rock. Trusting in the Lord is part of that. Leaning on Him daily, even for the little things, is hugely important. You can't go wrong when you trust in the Lord forever, meaning we have to trust in Him in all things. And I love the description of the God that we serve. It's as simple as this, that He is an everlasting rock. He'll never break down, deteriorate, get smaller, none of those things. He is fully and totally in control. Let's get a little bit more off on us. There is nothing worse than enormous hog-sized mosquitoes this time of the year. Now let's roll. I literally just loaded the buggy and the trail camera's going off. We got a pig at the feeder. It's a fairly large boar too. I'm so stoked to get in on top of him. Did you just see that? Oh my gosh. What an absolute giant of a boar. And I literally got, oh my, within 20 yards. I can't wait to step this one off. And I just heard him crash. That freaking lift with that stock archer arrow and that Grim Reaper broadhead. I've settled it in the crease of the shoulder. Like, let's go big or go home. And let's put it right behind that shoulder. And you know what? I wasn't even sure that I was going to come out tonight. And me and my wife were sitting there talking. And she's like, oops. She goes, flip a coin. I said, ask Siri. And she goes, what's your pick? What's your choice? I said, tails. And so she asked Siri, heads or tails, or flip a coin. And she immediately says tails. And I'm like, I gotta come. And I literally made it out here way faster than I thought it was going to. That pig is so much bigger in person, and especially when you're 15 yards from the dude. I could see his teeth sticking out of his mouth, and he's constantly running around, running raccoons off, but he didn't want to share the corn and the protein with them. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. That was freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. And I sprayed like half a can of Deep Woods off on me, and I'm still getting eaten, but you know what? It's totally worth it. This bow is just flat out amazes me. That's all there is to it. That's all I can say about it. It just flat out amazes me. It's so awesome. I want to go look for him right now, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to back out of here. I'm going to go get the buggy. I'm going to pull back in here, and we're going to get the better lights, because I didn't bring the better lights with me. But we're going to get the better lights and come in and do a proper trailing job, blood tracking job on this pig. But before we do that, I gotta know just how close I was, because that was awesome. It's so dead still out here tonight. I thought I was getting a little bit greedy by taking a few more steps, and it's like, you know what, my rangefinder's not working for whatever reason. So I was like, you know what, I don't feel like I'm within 25 yet. Let's move up a little bit. So I moved up a little bit. He walked to the back side of the feeder. I was like, let's get a little bit greedier. Let's move up a little bit closer so I know for sure I'm within 20. But man, that freaking pig, he soaked it up. That broadhead passed through both sides of that pig. That is just insane. It's incredible. Let's step this off really quick. I'm over the moon pumped. Let's get the move on. I can't wait to look at this pig. Here's where my bow was sitting. Here's right about, actually I was standing more like right here, right along in here. So let's get to stepping, because you can kind of see the feeder. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only one step further than the hog from a few nights ago. Awesome. It's just so incredible. Like, it's amazing what you can do with the sniper hog lights in the dead of the night, and even when it's like a basically non-existent wind, 2 to 3 miles an hour, it's just flat out amazing what you can do. Literally walking within 15 yards of a enormous old smart boar. We might have to get a weight on this pig. He's a dandy. Little tip of the day for you guys while I'm getting some stuff ready here. I don't mind Deep Woods off, or just off in general. It'll get you by in a pinch, but the thing is that permethrin works so much better. Spray your hunting clothes down, it's scent free, and it'll keep ticks, mosquitoes, fleas. Well, I think it keeps fleas off of you. Gnats is what I meant to say. Keep the gnats off of you too. One of the best things that you can buy, spray on your clothes. Try to keep it off your skin though. Then the next best thing is Thermacell. We're gonna start our track with Thermacell burning, even though my the old pad in there had seen better days. We're gonna let it roll. Hopefully it'll keep some of these bugs at bay. Let's get over here to this feeder. Let's see what we can pick up on. Regardless, I know we're gonna find our pig. Hopefully we can see an orange knock lit somewhere along the way if blood is thin, but let's get rolling anyway. So our hog was standing here just to the left of this feeder. that 4-blade did a number on him. And I can't remember if he ran to this side or to this side of the feeder. I'm going to assume maybe he ran to the back side. I think he ran to the front. Either way, staring at this white light in my camera has destroyed my night vision. So this is going to make things even more challenging. And let's see, I was standing there where the side-by-side and the bow is. I don't know. You know what? Let's quit guessing. I'm just going to rewatch the video real quick. Alright, I got a good idea of where he ran now. After watching it back, it's stinking arrow, and that broadhead literally went right through that shoulder, right on the heart. So now I know which direction he headed. We're going to wade through the swamp, and hopefully we can pick up on something. I'm sure we can. He ran right by this tree. Tracking blood in this stuff can be extremely difficult. Hopefully we can see something once we get out of the swamp a little bit. This is unreal. I probably don't need to be walking in this, just out of fear of a water moccasin, but we gotta get the content, guys. Well, that took me much longer than expected, but after about, I don't know, 30-45 minutes, I finally pinned down a little bit of the trail, and it's looking good. It's just extremely difficult. There's so much dew on the ground, and like so many deceiving things, orangish red things. It makes it really tough. Everything being green and red. I bet I've walked past this hog probably 100 times now, but I've just kind of been pass walking back and forth through here, and I was expecting to find him fairly quick, and it just wasn't working out for me, so I decided to start back from square one. I'm in the corner. There's the buggy over there. The feeder's just to the right. Can't hardly see it, if at all, but I decided to just start walking the edge of this tree line where I thought he had run in at, and that's when I picked up on this stuff. So I'm going to continue on through here. Looks like there's some more up here. And now it's obvious. Once you get on it, that's kind of the name of the game. So it's so important to remain quiet. Wow. He is just getting it now. So important to remain quiet and just kind of watch him leave the area that you were in, because that can help you tremendously. I mean, the first 75, 80 yards was nothing but water. So I'm not going to be able to do anything really with water, but now that I'm in here and out of the water and into the grass and thicker stuff, I can really see what's going on a whole lot better and actually pick up on a trail. And now I'm moving along at a good pace. But anyway, he can't be far. I heard him crash. He's going to be right in here somewhere. Oh, and I lost my thermocell, so that's cool. Holy smokes, he's literally an artist with his painting. Wow. I knew I heard him break a branch. He literally smoked whatever kind of tree this is. I'm not entirely sure. Smoked that branch right there. I knew I heard him hit something. Now that I'm out of the water and I got back to the basics of things, man, this old BT is phenomenal. It's looking really good. Yeah, I knew I walked right past him. I literally came right through here. What a freaking giant of a boar. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of this pig. Wow. I freaking smoked him. My goodness, and he had to have snapped my arrow. This is absolutely insane. And the hard work begins. Let's get him out of this brush and let's take a look at him. Wow. What a stud. Wow. It's gonna take two hands. Holy smokes. Oh, wow. got to be awful close to 300. Just after feeling him and moving him, he's definitely 2+. Wow. I broke my arrow. I can't make this stuff up. Y'all gotta see this. I mean, if that ain't 300, that's dang close. That is so close. There's my entry. The camera just doesn't do it justice, not even close. We're gonna have to get a weight on this pig. Look at those teeth and that spider. Lord, get out of here. I told you guys I put it in the crease. That's exactly where I put it. I don't know when or how this happened, but when I drug the hog over, I heard the arrows. It was either arrow or a limb. It could have been any one of these small limbs snap. But from here, the base of the ground, whenever he crashed, I'm assuming this happened whenever he crashed, it went down into the ground that far. My broadhead's gone, and it unthreaded. Look at those teeth. Y'all go ahead and place your guesses down below. I'm gonna say 287. We're gonna put a scale on him because he deserves to be weighed. I had a hard time moving him, so I know he's big. Let's see what the other side looks like. Just absolutely hammered. I can count on one hand in literally 3 years the number of times that an animal has broke a stock archery arrow. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the last time that it happened, but I can tell you this. When a pig breaks an arrow, they freaking earned it. And this pig right here earned it. I'm like a little kid on Christmas Day. I'm just jacked. I'm through the roof. Hunt stand, base map, whatever it was. I think it's base map. I drew a straight line from where this pig is at back to the feeder, and this pig ran 97 yards, which would have ended up being a little bit more than that just from the twists and the turns and the curves, but I'd say give or take 100 yards, and I'm honestly just blown away that he ran this far. If you like these broadhead testing videos, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and that you leave me a thumbs up on this one. Let me know your weight guess down in the comments section below. There will be links to my gear and equipment down in the description below as well if you guys want to check that out. But be sure that you leave a comment down in the comment section. If you're subscribed to the channel and you have the closest guess to the actual weight of this hog, I'll be announcing the weight in the next video. So whoever's closest, so long as you're subscribed, I'm going to send out some merch. And if you're a bow hunter, I'll send out some broadheads and some different things. But at this point, it's going to be about 1 a.m. by the time I get into bed. Totally worth it though. We got some work ahead of us. Let's get rolling before we close out this video. Here's something to help give you all a little bit of perspective. Just keep in mind he's a little thin in the backside. Can't read the scale, it's up there in the trees. I had to read it with my binoculars, but I know the official weight. And well, let's just say he's a dandy. And I wasn't too far off either. So if you heard my original weight guess earlier in the video, and you're still watching at this point, thank you. This is your hint to help you out if you're still watching. Calling it quits. It's after midnight. It's very late. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your weight guesses down in the comment section below. Something is crawling on the back side of my neck. I hate spring and summer. I just pulled a spider off the back of my neck a few minutes ago. Nonetheless, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in just a few days.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.